Lakho mnganwa Ilungelo lakho mnganwa Lakho mnganwa Ilungelo lakho mnganwa
Kuphina kuphi emakhaya amadolobheni aseComplasta khona sakumole ke mbukele sesifikile futhi thina nelihlelo lakho ilungelo lakho it's your right sinilethela lihlelo phambahamba phambili SABC 1 Mzansi for sure mina ke ngisimpiwe Ngqongwane bekunene. You know that your car insurance cover gives you peace of mind, but the nightmare begins when you go through the often unpleasant process of putting in a claim, but even more so when your insurer refuses to settle your claim. Nango umbiko siletheleke kunobathembo Mzansi.
Ududuzile Mpandla uzifumana ekwisimo ecinga ukuba uyasithintela ngokuthatha i-insurance yemoto yakhe. Lo mongikazi uthi seyisibhozi iminyaka eqhuba engazange wafaka bango kwi-insurance kuyo yonke le minyaka nanjengoko kungazange kubekho mfuneko yoku. Uthi ingxaki ngokanazo nale nkampani ye-insurance aphantsi kwayo ziqale mhla kubiwa imoto yakhe kudederhu lwevenkile oluseRhawutini.
Mase ngisequeue Netflix. Ngiyobhadala ne I wanted some cosmetics but give me ngathola call but give me imoto yakhe seJabavu ngithi ubani ukhulumayo athi lo sisi lo umuntu we Matrix ngithi imoto amayikhe eJabavu ngise mall mina Westgate athi no imoto yakhe seJabavu siphumela ngaphandle obheka imoto yakho. When I went outside ngashare everything pants didn't pay ngalahlela phansi then ngaphuma nebag yami mangifika ngaphandle kamampela my car was not there. Ngibuze lo mfana lo angena akangibhakisa ngithi yabona laba bakubhakisayo bengipake Chrome wangireversisa ngapaka kahle ngibuze yena ukuthi but imoto yami ithatho ubani. It was here then I was crying manje ngoba ngiyabona ireality ukuthi imoto amayikho.
Uthi enziwa ke amatiletile wokuba kufunyanwe imifanekiso ye-CCTV camera kolodederhu lwevenkile eyabiwa kuyo imoto kodwa elinenekazi laxelelwa ukuba phambi kokuba kukhutshwe lo mifanekiso ukuba ihlolisiswe kumele ukuba ukaMpandla ayokuvula ityala emapoliseni nto leyo wayenza kwangolo suku lokubiwa kwemoto.
Wednesday ekseni bathi imoto bayithole Tuesday ebusuku eZola. Fine, I was happy imoto bayitholile but ise 13 layers elens and then ngiye khona 13 but kimi ngasondele emotweni ngithi no I just want to know ukuthi what is inside and idamage kangakanani.
Into eyaba ngumnqa kuye yeyokuba xa yokufaka ibango kwi-insurance axelele ukuba nguye unobangela wokubiwa kwesithuthi sakhe. Uthi bamtyhola ngokusebenzisana nezikrelemnqa kuye lenqe lokubiwa kwalo moto.
Uthi kimi lesikhathi upaka you didn't lock your car. Ngithi no I cannot do that. Athi you didn't even check ukuthi ulockile. Ngithi iphi footage. Masibone footage. I want to see footage show your logo because ngiyazi ukuthi imoto ziyatshontshwa. Athi kimi maybe you gave someone your key at toilet. Ngithi I didn't give anyone his key semoto. Athi kimi the key that they found was a dummy key. Ngithi kusho ukuthi PM nginike dummy key. Athi uyani kimi no maybe nginike somebody or ngithenge somebody ukuthi angitshontshele imoto.
Elinenekazi lithi yonke lento ilibetheka nobomi epokothweni.
Ngiyengafuna umunye umfana osebenza eBM eSentin wangifakela intambo wathi 2000 rand wathi uyayistart iclash ishile ngiloku ngigadara imali yokuthi ngizothenga iclash kit. Iclash kit manje eGoldwagen but it's 5000 something which is 6000 rand. Lo mfana lo ngambiza ngathi iclash ngithengile wathi lungisa 2.5 ukuthi ngizoyifaka. Wayifaka uzubisela izinto but aziphelelanga.
Ichanhliziyo lamalungelo abathengu Elias Shamatla lithi inkampani ze-insurance zinawo umkhwa wokusebenzisa nasiphina isizathu sokukhaba amabango abathengi.
We have seen the number of cases that have been overturned by the Ombudsman because the insurance companies gave their frivolous excuses of why they are not paying the claims. For example, when you are stationary at the robot and you are being bumped from behind, and the insurance company comes and tells you that your tires were finished. And they just issue the repudiation letter, but when you go to the ombudsman says it can't be. The tires have got nothing to do with the accident.
Zintoni ekufuneka eziqwalaselwe ngabathengi bemoto xa bejonga inkampani ze-insurance ezisulungekileyo?
But if you take a policy from the insurance that advertises a lot, sometimes you don't get the best deal because you don't know what you are looking for. Go to the Hello Peter and look at the complaints and how they respond to the complaints. Because if they don't respond to the complaints, then you know that you're going to be one of the statistics. I prefer a broker because if I've got a broker has got many clients under him or her. So the insurance wouldn't like to disappoint the broker. So if I've got a claim at any given time, I refer the claim to the broker and the broker will do the rest.
Kungokunje okampandla uthi sezohlala bekhangele kwimiba ye-insurance. Nobathembu Zantsi, Yilungelo Lakho.
Ingabathini ke malungelo akho ke uma utitfola kulesi simo sekuthi insurance yakho ayisafuni ukukhokhela iclaim yakho? Kusita ke abantu ngalendzaba sesimukele ke Relebogile Mashego lumele ke i-short term insurance ombudsman, siphinde sibe na Zakes Sondiyazi lumele ke i-South African Insurance Association. Gentlemen, siyabonga kakhulu ukuhlanganyela nathi sanibonani.
Siyabonga.
Good. Relebogile ngicela ngawe ukuthi ke yini vele lenika ima-insurance companies amandla ekuthi ke abafuni ukubhadala ke ma-insurance claims? What's your comment on this insert?
All right. But into yokuqala uma usubmita i-claim kune story sinikeza abantu be-insurance. So bona they have to go on bayo validate lento le oyishoyo. So during i-validation ye-claim bathola i-information and then bese le information leyo bayayisebenzisa ukwenza isinqumo ngeclaim yakho. Kodwa ke into ekumele abalaleli emakhaya bayiqaphele ukuthi bangamukeli noma yisiphi isizathu abasinikezwa abantu be-insurance. So i-challenge ebakhona ukuthi abantu abatholi access to yonke i-evidence esikhathi esiningi until baza e-ofisini lethu. So kubalulekile ukuthi after i-rejection uyithola uyidispute, mabangakhona ukukusiza mhlambe sewusifakile leso sikhalazo uze ofisini lethu, ngoba ofisini lethu into esizoyenza ukuthi isikhalazo mawusifakile siyasithatha sisithumela kwabantu be-insurance and then they will have to provide a comprehensive response ukuthi yonke evidence abarelaya kuyo ukurejecta iclaim yakho bayayikhipha. Njengayo sisiduduzile ngiyacabanga ukuthi inkinga nayo kakhulu ukuthi akazi ukuthi labantu be-insurance zonke le indaba lezi abamtshela zona bayithatha kuphi. So makangeza kithi bazoyikhipha zonke ihlale phansi etafuleni.
Right. Zakes, your thoughts on this insert?
Yeah, uyibeke kahle umfowethu. And okokuqala nje ngizathi siyazwelana nosesiduduzile because it's not a good experience, but in general engizawunxusa ukuthi when we discuss this sanika ama general terms ukuthi how do we operate, because currently sazi site like kuphela asazi ukuthi insurance yini le find out. So and I will welcome if we needed ukuthi athole imininingwane yethu thatha imininingwane ombudsman and try investigate to what happened exactly. Because mina in my previous experiences, most of the insurance members, especially as a SAIA, we try to find a reason to pay a claim. For example, when
you try to find every reason not to pay.
To pay.
Not to pay.
To pay.
Not
remember,
to pay.
Remember, ukhumbule ukuthi imoto yakho asenze umzekelo, imoto yakho is worth 400,000.
Yes.
Uyithenga namhlanje. Uthenga namhlanje uphuma kwi-dealer. Awubhadalanga premium, awubhadalanga excess. Uthi uyaphuma nje bekhona mistake enzekayo bakushayise. We don't question, we pay 400,000 loss. So akunama waiting period. Akunama investigation ukuthi mhlambe kumele wenzeni. Condition insurance it we promise if we keep your promise and we keep our own promise sizokhokhela imoto yakho. So most of the time I would say 80% of our claim enzekayo where ungakabhadala nokubhadala premium we pay that claim.
Just listening to stories sasisiduduzile lapha ukhala ngekuthi ke be-insurance bathi they came up with different stories. Well, that's her version. Yeah. They came up with different stories. Maybe the car that the key that they found in the car was a dummy key. Those are reasons which will propel the insurance company not to pay.
That is a very bad experience.
Yeah.
Sisa akahlangane nayo. Njengoba ngisho ukuthi ngiyacela angaxhumana neofisi laka ombudsman and nathi sibone ukuthi kwenzekani, sithole information on both sides and establish ukuthi kwenzekani. And I hope neclaim yakhe ayikakapheli usaqhubeka sibone ukuthi senzani, then we'll come back sisize la siza khona, because what we've picked up bamncongane ukuthi when these things happen, abantu what this trend is of delegating ama duties wethu as ama drivers, you understand. Mina into ehlala khona kumele uthi what if mhlala umbuze njalo every time.
True.
What if ngithatha imoto yami nginika uRelebogile we driver for 1 day, what will happen to my insurance? What if ngithatha imoto yami nginika umkhulu wami ongana license athi hayi uyayisusa la uyibeka la, what will happen? What if ngithatha imoto yami ngidrive for business use and ngi-insure for private use, kuzoyenzekani? Ask lama what if questions, unga-abdicate ama-responsibility wakho wemoto and hope ukuthi uma kune-claim ukuthi hayi kuzolunga. Ayisebenzi kanjalo. You've got roles and responsibilities mawumnikazi wemoto.
All right, that's a fair point. Sabonga kakhulu-ke kusichazela kabanti ngalelo point lelo. Now, Baba Mashego, besikhuluma nje lapha off camera ukuthi ingabe inawo yini emalungelo noma ke emandla lehhovisi le-ombudsman kutshela inkampani insurance ukuthi ayibhadale ngenkani. Well,
Yebo.
upon investigation, of course.
Yebo. So bengichazile bhuti ukuthi akusinto engasho ukuthi ilungelo kodwa into amandla. So ombudsman unawo amandla ukuthi maso uphenyile sewutholile ukuthi kuhambe kabi kuphi, ngoba ngithi nabo insurance baya rely on information and then upon review uthola ukuthi le information leyo bengekho right. So as ombudsman we do issue ama recommendations to insurer ukuthi ayibhadale i-claim, and then if they refuse it goes on and on to a stage ukuthi
But is it a recommendation or is it an order?
Iqala as a recommendation,
Okay.
And then if mhlambe ngenze recommendation njengoba ngu-assistant ombudsman angibakhona abangaphezulu kwami, sine process ye-escalation kune process ye-appeal. So mayiseze yafika estagini sokuthi beyi-ruling yila khona-ke abe-insurance sebetshelwa khona ukuthi ababhadale nansi i-claim.
Okay, all right. All right.
Just to add
Yeah.
on that point, Bamncongane, I think ngiyakhumbula indaba yama-driver's license expired.
True.
It was yaqala kibo. Ombudsman, they gave a ruling yokuthi if a license is expired doesn't mean ukuthi awukhona ukudrive. If a license yakho expired u-traffic cop unginika iticket uqhubeka udrive. So ama insurance were giving a ruling ukuthi they cannot repudiate a claim because the license expired.
Which means but October bayibhadale.
Yes. It's not
Okay.
they must look at the material aspect of the whole claim. Bangabheki le license kuphela.
Oh, okay.
So you cannot say hayi i-license yakhe be-expirile. Kumele uthi i-license expirile udrive imoto for business use instead of what amatayara emoto bemoshekile beyimoto bengana-tracker. You look at all the material aspects. Ungathi uma ubona indaba ye-license ukuthi license expirile bese ufuna ireason ongakhokhi. Ayisebenzi kanjalo. The ombudsman ruled in that ukuthi ama-insurance they mustn't use that as a matter ongabhadali because it's not material.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there in a moment. We'll be right back. Mbukela sesizikeshilele ngasetitolo. Please do join us after this break. Yilungelo Lakho. Sikwamukela futhi mbukele tincingo tefesolo tivuliwe namanje ukuthi nawe ngaba ingcenye inkulumo yethu namhla ungashala licingo ke ku-0117140669 noma ke ku-0117140670. Ungasithumela futhi ne-email ku-consumer@sabc.co.za. Ungaphinde usifole futhi na ku-Facebook. Before we get to the conversation today, let's take our first caller. Sina Elias ulapha eRustenburg. Zamule lihleleni sawubona.
Hello, sir.
Elias, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
Good afternoon, sir.
Very good afternoon, sir. What's on your mind? Welcome.
I'm fine and you not so fine, not much that fine here because of this story.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, take us through what's on your mind, sir.
What's on my mind?
Yes.
Yes, I'm very, very much stressed because of this insurance story that I'm having. Man.
What insurance story? Like, do you have an issue with your insurer?
Yes. I had a car accident. I'm insured by ABSA iDirect, and then after the car accident, they rejected my claims, stating that the ambulance guy said there was a smell of beer, and then based on that, they rejected my claim.
But on the site or on the scene of the accident, did they take, your blood tests?
They didn't take my blood test. Nothing was done to me. I only went to hospital and I get treatment. No blood samples was taken, and then they just leave it.
And no breathalyzer was used.
Excuse me?
And no breathalyzer was used.
No breathalyzer, nothing.
Okay. So they did not pay you on the basis that the ambulance driver said that the car was smelling of alcohol. So it was on that basis that they couldn't claim, that they couldn't pay out, sorry.
Yes, they didn't based on that and said and they said the story that I gave them on the first call while I was coming from the accident was a little bit not the same as the second one. I said to them, but I was injured that time. I didn't know what I was saying. So based on that and the issue of that alcohol story, they rejected my claim.
Sure. All right. Elias, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, my guests will try to help you in that regard. Please stay tuned to SABC 1 Yilungelo Lakho. Thank you so much for your call.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Hi, Nyatsemba Utsevele, this is a very common, issue. And the big question perhaps is, under what circumstances can insurer itsi angeke bakubhadale iclaim ngoba beve eyewitness ukuthi wena unatsile noma ke nangabe ke in cases where abakakutesti but nje bathatha eyewitness account, under what circumstances can that happen?
All right. So into evamisa ukwenzeka njengoba bengishilo ukuthi wena uyabatshela ukuthi kwenzakaleni and then they go out, investigate and confirm. So iqiniso ukuthi lezi zinto zenzeka abantu be-insurance bangekho. So they rely on you qala ukuthi ubanikeze information right, and then mase ubanikezile bahamba bayavalidate. So ama blood test, breathalyzer, imagine njengoba kunama backlog, if insurance ayibhadali claim ngoba ilinde ukuthi kubuye ama results wama breathalyzer or ama blood test bekuzoba nenkinga. So now ama court avumela ukusetshenziswa kwento eyaziwa ngokuthiwa i-circumstantial evidence. I-circumstantial evidence ilapho khona i-insurance company iphuma iyo investigate. So ama witnesses yebo bazoba interviewer bathole information kubo, but there needs to be independent evidence, a corroborator kushuthi egcwalisela kuloku ekushiwe ofakazi. Isibonelo ukuthi mhlawumbe uphikile wena ukuthi bukade ungabushayile ngalelo langa lelo, but sicela usiphi bank statement, and then i-bank statement ikhombisa ukuthi boka mama uyangichaza umswipheni uthenga kwasani. So izinto enjengalezo, it's a case by case, and abantu abaningi into ebenza ukuthi bangajabuli ngama rejection wama claim ukuthi abazazi izizathu ngokuphelele, abakaboni yonke evidence i-insurer enayo, bese baqala benza ama assumptions wokuthi maybe bakhulume nalo yabhuti obekade khona uyena batshena ukuthi bengidakiwe. Kanti mawuza kithi njengoba ngichazile, insurance ikhipha yonke evidence ibeke etafuleni, and then you get to know ukuthi exactly yini le edale ukuthi ba rejecte iclaim yakho, and you get to challenge it ngokuphelele officeini lethu.
Baba Sondiyazi, your thoughts ukuthi under what circumstances can an insurer reject a claim ngenzaba yokuthi ke balaleleke i-evidence yema eyewitnesses?
I think Relebogile ubeke kahle ngoba information is based on witnesses, the insured lo muntu lona olahlekelwe, then on the insurance company gathering all that information. But as a general rule, because I'm a specifics, you want to angifuni stick some specifics because this is why site manje. But generally, an assessor investigation gets conducted, njoba sikhuluma ku-checkwe namakhamera ukuthi udlulile endaweni ethize njengoba uthi buye kwi-bank udlulile kwi-toll gate ethize baya-check-a yonke lo information bayigadare bese on the balance of probabilities bathi this looks like a genuine claim. Let's sort this as soon as possible. But on the balances, on the other hand, on the balances of probabilities, we still need more information. Zakes akasinika information ephelele yonke lana. Akasitshele kahle makathi bekahamba eWitbank ufike kanjani eAlbertine. So that's where the question is. Bese kube khona i-confrontation uzokuthiwa insurance beyifuna ama-cell phone records. It's because they want to gather information and find a substantive reason ukuthi siyayikhokha le claim noma siyikhokhi. But I will urge mina mawuthi feel hard done, contact the Ombudsman or contact South African Insurance Association.
But then if Elias' version is anything to go by, because we don't know Elias' story, he's just a caller, so we don't have the finer details of that particular case. So nangabe vele asesisekwendeka ukuthi bangamtesti and then insurer yasasa only a version eyewitness noma ke of that ambulance driver. Under what circumstances can that repudiation be valid?
Yes, that's very confusing. Because must reject a claim, and insurance I would expect to look at the whole material aspect of the claim. If in this case, okay, as big as in his own case, imoto was in proper good condition. It was used for the specific reasons. All those material aspects, they will specify we are rejecting based on 1, 2, 3, not on one condition. If that one condition is so strong, I would like to see that document.
Okay, all right. Let's leave it there for now. Bukela sasiphiza sijikile ngasetolo hlala kanye nathi ungasanyakadi leli ke Yilungelo Lakho. We'll be right back. Welcome back Mbukela. Our participation lines are now open. Sungashare icingo khona manje la e-studio ku 0117140669 noma ke ku 0117140670. You can email your thoughts to consumer@sabc.co.za or catch us on our social media platforms. Namhla ke bekunene, if you just joined us sikhuluma ngeke ukuthi ke athini amalungelo akho nangabe utitfola usengxakini ukuthi ke umshwalense wakho awukhona ukubhadala leyo claim yakho, either be it car accident noma ke imoto yakho bakutshonjele bese ke insurance because of a variety of reasons abasakhona ukubhadala ukuthi ke amalungelo akho athini. Namhla ke sina Zakes Sondiyazi from the South African Insurance Association, siphinze sibe na Relebogile Mashego lo uqhamuka ke ehhovisi le Ombudsman for short-term insurance. Now gentlemen, I want us to continue on that conversation that we had before that break. We had earlier ukhuluma ngekuthi ke insurance yakhe, he had an accident and then insurance yakhe decided to go for an eyewitness account bekang ambulance driver. Sekuthi ke lo munye umuntu angathi no man, nangabe at the time the accident happened I was so confused. So now that I've recollected my thoughts, so so you find out it's now two different versions. So insurer, can it take that kind of defense? I was phased at that time.
Okay. So in the corner ukuthi umuntu uma ethi bekakhohliwe mhlawumbe angakhumbuli kahle. Generally into enzakalayo. But igcwaliseka kakhulu futhi makunodokotela oshoyo ukuthi lo muntu lo after accident uye waba mhlambe nama head injuries or something. So abantu angithi mawuphana ngestatement nomuntu observer uyakhona ukubona ukuthi una capacity yokusenza le statement ngoba ngisho nephoyisa angelithathe istatement emuntwini ose ICU angenayo icapacity yokwenza istatement azozibhala phansi. So istatement esibhale emaphoyiseni for example siba ne-weight, and then if maybe accident yenzeke nge-2 and then wafona nge-6 February ukuyi-report bese ushintsha version yakho bese after some time uthi bengine stress angikhumbula ukuthi bengithini. So izinto lezo kuyangokuthi une evidence engakanani and ubelieveka kangakanani ukuthi bewukhohliwe ngaleso sikhathi or kumele explaineke. Even nale version yes2 for example if uphane ngama version awu2 if leyo yokuqala ayina evidence but layers 2 entsha kune evidence esupportayo aba insurance angeke babe nesizathu sokuthi bangayithathi iversion yakho yes2 ngoba ikhona evidence esupportayo.
Okay, Baba Sondiyazi, your thoughts?
Yeah, ubambe kahle and to add on it ukuthi futhi a sensible insurance company kumele ibheke wonke ama aspects. Wonke ama aspects. I-report ukuthi reportile or reported late or reported after 24 hours, that's not a material aspect. Material aspects, ama insurance companies ayazazi the material aspects. Premium, kokile, premium or no cover, premium, use of the car, uba no driving motor, uba ni major irregular driver, that's material. Imoto is for business or private use. Imoto ina i-track alebe kuthiwa kumele ifakiwe none of. Those are material aspects insurance that bayihlanganisa mabathatha decision.
Right.
Yeah, not ukuthi i-disc license expire izolo namhlanje. That's not material. We can look into it, but it's not material. And kulage Relebogile will come in and say, insurance company, please look at all the aspects, look at the reason to make this customer happy.
Right. All right, let's take our next caller. Sina Mxolisi ulapha ke eThekwini. Sakumole Mxolisi ehlelweni sawubona?
Yebo njani?
Siyaphila kunjani baba?
Siyaphila.
Khuluma nathi baba, what's on your mind?
Yeah, nami ngingaba nayo ingxaki la about insurance yami kuyimanje nje ngiyaqiqa sekuphela 4 months. Abafuna ukubhadala ilokhu njana benginecover yemoto nami.
Kwendekani baba, sichazele kabantu ukuthi kwendekani?
Imoto yami kahle yasha. Mayisha imoto yami yeshiswa yabantu laba ba eforum. Not babengastrikeile kwakuyiforum. So ngifaka iclaim ke mangifaka iclaim then abe insurance yami bayidlulisela ka SASSA ku government.
Okay, so bathi angeke bayibhadale ngasiphi izathu?
Bona into abayenza engayibuka bashintshe istrips bathi imoto ishiswe bekustrikewa kanti kunomehluko ku striker ne forum.
Le forum yini ke for those that do not know? Now ukhuluma ngeforum ukhuluma ngani ke for those that don't know?
Iforum ilabantu laba abajwayele nje
okay.
Yabo emgaqweni sothi lethi sesha imoto.
Okay.
Indi so kwakuyinto kanjalo nje kwakune forum lapha ya. So kwabakhona ingxabano nalomuntu yangihamba naye ongakhona kuleyo ndawo.
So bafika batowenda ama inspection kule moto.
Kule moto so ilokhu njana i-insurance yami ifake iclaim kwilokhu njana ku government ku SASSA. So SASSA wema uyi-check iclaim nama SIU aya-check abona ukuthi no iclaim akufanele ngabe ingena la kuthina ka SASSA. Fuze ngabe iclaim ingena straight to insurance yami.
Okay.
So manje so sekuliwe kade kunalowo mdontsiswana bephikisana ngokukhokha sebeze ngala ka SASSA bay decline claim insurance yami sekufanele ikhokhe. Manje insurance yami sebehlezi besibazongifonela back basa checka angunderstand kwamanje kuzoqala inyanga esi5 ukuthi inde checkwa kangaka.
All right, Mxolisi siyabonga kakhulu ukusishayela ke. Please stay tuned for i-response. Our guests are here kukusita kulolu hlangothi. And I guess we now have to dissect, the thin line between ukuthi ngiclaima kuphi ku-insura noma ke ku-SASSA. I think sicacala ngayo Baba Sondiyazi.
Yeah, ekabhuti ngibona ngathi ilula because angizwa kuthiwa ba reject iclaim yakhe. Iclaim yakhe it looks legit, but the question ukuthi ubani okhokhayo, who responsible. So ngamniningane ngami sibone ukuthi where can we put this, because it doesn't look like there's a issue a in-short event. You understand?
Okay.
Fire is an in-short event. Because fire is fire. So manje into kumele si-check ukuthi i-SASSA noma insurance yakhe kumele ikhokhe.
But then under normal circumstances ningabhadala ukuthi umuntu nje uthole a stray bullet noma ke uthole emasaphatelo ngenzaba ukuthi ke bengihamba enzaweni lapho kune strike khona.
Yeah, kunemigomo. Imigomo iyahlukanisa ukuthi lena it is a result of strikes and all those things iya ku SASSA. Then if it's a claim where bebefuna befuna ukukurobha and all those things insurance yakho leyo.
Okay.
Yeah, but in this case ngikhuluma ngayo mayakhuluma ngeforum ngicabanga ukuthi into zamabhodi mhlawumbe zamateksi angazi into ezinjalo. So we have to check that. Ungamnika imininingwane yami check ukuthi yeyiphi company, if there's a delay what could be the reason of delay, because angizwa ethi bathi abafuna ukubhadala.
Right.
Bathi laba bathi laba. So it looks like in short event yona bayayivuma both sides ukuthi it's fire.
Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like what into engabenzima ukuthi ngayilungise.
But under normal circumstances, vele ngingayapi if I'm caught up in a service delivery protest and imoto yami bese ngiyalimala ngandlela tside.
Yeah. Lapho ke dube ama strikes yonke into are insured under SASRIA.
Okay.
But what we do if une insurance mhlambe Holati or Santam njalo or contact insurance yakho, then they'll do the rest for you on your behalf, some of them.
Okay.
They will let you know, facilitate the process, contact SASRIA, bakutshele ukuthi ukhuluma nobani and take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah, ngoba abantu abaningi abazi nokuthi banayo insurance babiza ukuthi SASRIA. Ikhona engaphansi kwepolicy yakho leyo ekhokhayo. Yeah.
Now Relebogile, kuthi ngibani ke lokumele ende that determination kuthi le insurance, I mean le claim lena kumele idile ne insurer yami noma ke ne SASRIA.
Okay.
Like in response to what Mxoli says just said.
Yes. Angithi kuba nomlilo bese kuphinde kube ne cause yalowo mlilo lo. So into abayibukayo ukuthi yini ecause lowo mlilo iyona ezosho ukuthi uclaima ku SASRIA noma uclaima ku insurer yakho. So we SASRIA njengoba sazi ama riots izinto ezikanjalo i-strike action. If for example imoto yakho ishiswa abantu bekade beteleka, ipolicy yakho izoba ne SASRIA coupon. Kushuthi abantu into kumele bayiqaphele ukuthi njengoba bachazile ukuthi ivamise ukuba sekugcineni kwepolicy. So mawuthenga ipolicy uyisheke ekugcineni ukuthi do you have SASRIA cover, and then SASRIA cover iyona oclaima kuyona uma imoto yakho imoshwa abantu bekade beteleka. And then uma benza ama investigation bathola ukuthi iwela ngale yona, it's something ekumele bayidetermine ngoba ifaka liability ngaphakathi, and if because if ingene policy ni wrong ingagcina irejectwa for the wrong reasons. So kubalekile ukuthi baqinisekise ukuthi iclaim ye SASRIA noma iclaim ye insurance yakho.
Ngoba just listening to Mxolisi's case, uthi they sounded like they just folded their arms. Uthi no, this one does not fall within the ambit of our insurance company. And uthi abazange bamsita ekuloko. Abazange bathi they're not going to pay out. Kepha nje bathi no, I see it doesn't fall under our umbrella.
Yeah.
Njengoba boshilo phambilini ukuthi ke the insurance company should be the one that will take the initiative and take the matter further.
Yeah, ngicela umnike umniningwane yethu then sizosiza la singasiza khona, because it doesn't help anyone ukuthi kuthiwa hayi akuseyethu le ngqondo.
Okay.
You understand? We are the experts. They are supposed to stand up babonise initiative ukuthi kusizwa kanjani.
Okay. No, siyabonga kakhulu ke. Mbukele asesiphinze sithatheke lelinye likhefu sithawuphinze sibuye emva kwaloko. Please do join us after this break. Leli Yilungelo Lakho. Asinabukela futhi ke bekunene namhla ke sikhuluma ngendaba yokuthi ke umshwalense wakho ungafuni ukukhokhela uma ke songene engotini yemoto udzinga ke uthi ipolicy ikhokhe but bona abafuni ukukhokha ngenzaba letinenge ke sinedvakashi tethu namhla ke from the short term ombudsman babe Zakes Sondiyazi loboya ke South African Insurance Association. Our participation lines are on your screens right now. I hope my colleagues will put them up so you can call us right now. There we go. Our studio lines are 011 714 0669 noma ke 714 0670. Let's take our next caller. Sinamutsili Saula Ejozi. Sakumule nhleleni zawubona.
Yebo futhi njani?
Siyaphila kunjani mama?
Ngikhona.
Yeah, khuluma nasi.
Yeah, in my mother's case, beka insured ne first for woman. First for woman umama washayiswa. On that day kwaba ne insurance yenziwa case and everything kwabhadalwa. Eventually I paid the access ukuthi isortiwe out. The insurance yathi okay thina i-third claim yethu, third party claims sizoyilungisa, sizoyenza i-follow up with the person ocause wonke le problem ama-accidents and all. Bahlala man, maybe close to about 3 to 4 months loko sifona, they are not coming back to us. Sihambe size siye police station siloko senza ama-follow up ukuthi kanti labantu bayeza nabazo-check regarding the matter. Then the police officer said, Yazini, it's not your responsibility to come here, nizo check, ngoba ngeke siniphe ama-answers. Only the insurance guy, also investigator the case, also zone entitlement okuza la azo yenza this thing. Leave it with the insurance. So follow up, the insurance, nothing was done. Eventually, we got a message ukuthi, no, Nina, you will come back to us, maseni ready, sinitshela ukuthi kwenzakalani. They didn't even bother, even if magasilandelela ngama-calls, ngama-emails, nothing. Ngaze ngathatha umama last year, ngathi asiye siyozwa ukuthi kwenzakalani. We get there, we find the consultant who told us and said, look, thina sisasebenzi nalawo ma-lawyer abekade siwaqashile for ama-third party claims. So i-case yenu, it might happen nokuthi azange bayibheka nokuyibheka, or azange yachekiwa ukuthi kwenzakaleni. Into engibonayo, it was like i-consultant ithe nje case closed, lo muntu asimtholi, lo muntu osimtholayo 1 minute bamtholile yena akanayo imali, and that's it. Okay. So akuna responde basiphile in writing, akuna next bayikhulumile. Then the lady wathi thina as an insurance sichenjile ama-lawyers, so we've got a new one. So i-case yenu there's a chance ukuthi angeke ilunge mama nokuthi bayinake or ukuthi bancede nga anything. Okay. So it was like, mama, it's your loss, and that's it. The insurance, we've moved on ngawe, and that's it.
I think we've got the gist of the story.
Second time.
Thank you so much for your call, Motsidisi. Unfortunately, we're out of time, but we got the gist of the story.
Yeah, indaba kamama. What I wanted to establish ukuthi imoto yakhe yalungiswa na or what? Because insurance is taken ukuthi wena ukhona ukubuyisela to the position you were in before the loss. So in this case, in a case, mangimamela kahle engathi there was a third party was liable. But in terms of ukulungisa imoto yakhe to be put back to the position beke kuyo before the loss, ngifuna ukwazi uyenziwa lonto yaqedwa na, because maba follow sharp and a third party. I was trying to establish what was the reason bafuna third party, ngoba the way akhuluma ngakhona uthi umamakhe was not at fault. So I would presume ukuthi imoto yalungiswa, it was put to the back to the position they were in. Maybe what they were looking for, bewefuna ukurecover mhlambe imali excess le ababayikhokhile bona from the third party. Okay. Hence lama deliberations. But they can get my contacts and see what you can do in the Ombudsman con. But I hope the principles of insurance were applied. Ukuthi imoto ishayisile yalungiswa and put back to the position it was in before
that accident. Yeah, okay. All right. Relebogile?
Yes, based on what Sisa kushoyo, I'll proceed under the assumption yokuthi insurance ibhadale i-claim and then bafuna ukurecover from the third party. So now indenzakalayo ukuthi mawuclaima ngithi kuba ne-excess oyibhadalayo, and then makune third party involved bayakuthembisa ukuthi sizothatha action against the third party. Once we recover the money, we will refund you the excess. So inkinga ukuthi ama recovery proceedings angaba successful, angaba unsuccessful, angathatha isikhathi, angangathatha isikhathi. But into efunekayo from the insurer's side, i-transparency, okusho ukuthi sesiseve i-notice of demand, because the third party naye angayema aloyeni wakhe athi was not at fault. So uthola ukuthi third party defender the action against yona. Now it becomes a lengthy process. So there are many factors anga contributor ukuthi mhlawumbe insurance igcine ngakwazi ukurefund excess yakho, because they can usually they only refund the excess uma be recover successfully from the third party.
Okay, all right. Now there's this issue lekuthiwa ke cancellation of a policy. Ukuthi ke yini desired for letenda ukuthi insurance cancel a policy.
Yeah.
Okay. Ziyahluka, but ama cancellation mele ayenziwe according to the terms and conditions and according to umthetho. So ama insurance, it's about i-risk. Angithi mhlawumbe uma uclaima kayi 20 within 6 months ye policy, for example, it's something engayenzeki, but let's say it happens, exaggerate nje example, to faka ama-claim amaningi within a short period of time, ama-insurers will consider you an undesirable risk. Ngoba i-profile yakho, makulokhu rejectwa ama-claim, mawungabhadala ama-premium, you end up becoming an undesirable risk. So ama-insurers, ama-circumstances wakho makuhamba isikhathi aloku ashintsha, aya-reviewa i-risk oyiphosayo, and then they have to give you a 30 days notice. But it's not only ama-insurers akansela ama-police. Nawe as umlaleli ekhaya mawune-police ufuna ukuyikhansela, you can cancel by giving the insurer a notice. And then during your cancellation, they explain. They will ask you, do you want to go to policy cancel immediately? You say yes, by cancel. Or do you want to go to lenyanga sick cover, and then the next month, angeke ube ne-cover. So it's young.
What if ngibana multiple accidents, and in all those accidents, I'm not at fault. The other party is the fault. So why would I become an undesirable risk?
It's a good question.
That's not fair.
Good question. Masikhumbule babnongana ukuthi umshwalense it's sibiza ukuthi sifaka imali ekitini sonke. Si3 so sifaka imali ekitini sonke. Siyahlanganisa sihope ukuthi asiclaim kakhulu. So if babnongana uyohlala claim, we are depleting ilentuzana ikiti lena wena. So that's why we call ama rules.
Not intentionally.
Yeah, but good ama rules and regulations. Ukuthi thina mase claim thina si2 akusena eksekitini. Hence sizothi mhlawumbe sakususpend sithi hayi babunqomani for 6 months cela ungasaclaim. Akunamali ebuya ebuya government ebekwayo ukuthi le ama insurance ma premiums wakho nawami nama investments enziwa ama insurance company enza ikiti. So I risk yakho the more ikhula izowenza ukuthi wena ungatholi insurance. So you find out omunye umuntu we afford insurance malakana insurance because namaclaim amaningi.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would advise abantu abaso ukuthi you need to start from scratch. Ufuna broker qale phansi ubuild profile yakho up. Kunabantu abanemoto ezi5 engibazi abangana insurance because akekho umuntu ofuna bathinta.
Yes, that's
nama-premium
a lot.
ayakhuphuka ama-premium mawuclaima kaningi senkinga.
All right, mbukela sesithathekele khethule flex na ngci. Please do stay with us. Leli Yilungelo Lakho.
Kumganwa awungela kumganwa ela kumganwa awungela kumganwa awungela kumganwa ela kumganwa.
Welcome back to a very final segment. Siyaqhubeka futhi nenzaba yethu namhla ngekuthi malungelo akho athini nabe uthola ke usesimeni sekuthi ke umsurance wakho awusakhona ke ukukhokha noma ke ukubhadala iclaim yakho. Now as we wrap the show, gentlemen, ngicela ngaba Sondiyazi ukuthi ke yini imikhonyovu lethide noma ke what are the common malpractices in the car insurance industry?
Yeah, I think on both sides, from the customer side, into engibona kakhulu as ama consumers asingayinakekeli negligence. We don't take care of our cars. Imoto needs to be serviced at all times. Imoto if kumele ufake into ezithize mhlawumbe ama features tracker kumele uyifake lezo zinto lezo hlale zikhona. In consideration endleleni nje generally abantu ba selfish endleleni, people mafika kuqala makangena eqala akacabangela omunye umuntu, then there's recklessness nje, gross negligence ehleli khona, and you'll find that kune new thing esibonayo manje where people stage hijacks, where people because of economy mhlawumbe akasakhona ukukhokhela imoto, they fake these hijacks, you know. These are things happening.
So how do you determine what this hijacking was staged?
Through experts and investigation, people are able to connect the dots. We cannot tell you all the tricks. But babuya nayo umuntu afike la ahlala khale la axolisa athi hayi ngicela nengangibophisi benginenkinga yabantwana besikolo. People do these things, you understand?
Wow.
Yeah, there are so many cases athi umuntu endlini kutshontshiwe masifika endlini indla yikho akukho teaspoon endlini and savula i-swimming pool, masivula i-swimming pool yonke ifurniture ku-swimming pool ngaphakathi. So those are the malpractices that are genuine, and we are dealing with them. So we siyanxosa ukuthi abantu if ships are down, reduce the style, the type of insurance. You can have comprehensive, you can have third party fire and theft, you can have third party only. You can reduce the cover yakho other than to commit a fraud.
Yes. Relebogile.
Mina kwi context yemoto into ezivamisene ukuhlanganisana nayo mhlawumbe ngekhalazo angithi ama insurance asebenzisana nama repairers abo mechanic aba independent. So kuyenzeka ukuthi aba mechanic bangayenzi umsebenzi all right and bese I customer or client or policy holder igcine ingasancedakalanga ngeclaim yayo. Sometimes nama investigators, I mean singabantu, we have our biases, we have our prejudices. So uthola ukuthi ngikhulele edolobheni angikhulelanga elokishini khona izinto zaselokishini engeke ngizi understand. So izinto enjengalezo and we can only get to lezinto lezo through ama investigation and through a review because a decision mayithathiwe futhi kuyakhonakala ukuthi iye ku review kubonakala ukuthi kufike kanjani kule decision le and was it correct na.
Okay. So what are the steps lekumele ukuthi ngiwathathe ke ngifuna ukufile I complaint with the office of the ombudsman?
All right. So abantu sivamise ukuba advisor ukuthi baqale ba complain ku insurance company qala if bangalithola usizo bese beza kithi ngoba lokho kuyashintsha kwi process yethu. Uma uqale wa complain ku insurance for example, insurance masofakela I complaint sinikeza 14 days ukuthi iphendule but mawungayifakanga ku insurance company bathola I period end ngoba kusamele ba investigate bathole ukuthi complaint yakho kahle kahle ingani abakaze bayibona before bayibona for the first time and bayithola ku ombudsman. So mangekho happy nge decision insurer yakho, take the steps, contact them, let them know. Ungathola ukuthi it was a genuine mistake. Sometimes uthola ukuthi umuntu uthathe decision asitshela ukuthi yona right but omunye umuntu onjengo ombudsman uma sekayibukisisa uyathola ukuthi no kukhona into engahambanga kahle la ayilungiswa.
Relebogile Mashego from the office of the ombudsman kanye nawe ke babe Zakes Sondiyazi from the South African Insurance Association. Thank you so much gentlemen for joining us.
Thank you.
Siyabonga. Kwanye lo mbukeli sesifikele emaphethelweni nehlelo lethu futhi ngitheka asibonge ivakashi lethu namhla ngekuba nathi kuze kube manje. Ngithanze buka kanye nani futhi babukele ngekuba nathi kuze kube manje. Asihlangane futhi ngesikhathi lesitako lapho ke sibe sinilesela ke lenye indzaba letawutsinza wena nemalungelo akho njengemthengi. From Miss Mphiwe Ngcongwane and the rest of the team sithi nisale kahle. Do have a great week ahead. Cheers.
Mnganwa, Lakho mnganwa.